Good morning, all of you, and welcome to our Upper Mid Award ceremony. This is a tradition that goes back as long as I can remember, and in a way, it's the timing is perfect, coming as it is right on the heels of my informal comment yesterday about how remarkable this place is and the way in which we celebrate each other. And so today is really about celebrating academic commitment and achievement, and after all, that's what we're here for at the end of the day, that we are an academic school. And what I like to suggest is you think not just about achievement, but indeed about passion and about commitment to the life of the mind. And some of you know about a document we have called the Portrait of the Graduate, and you've seen it, you've heard me talk about it, you've heard others talk about it. The Portrait of the Graduate is this document that the faculty came up with about 17 years ago. And the goal was to say, what are the skills and habits of mind and characteristics we want in a Taft graduate when he or she graduates? And it's really a guiding principle for us. In a sense, what we've done is we've nailed it on, figuratively, on the door of all of our offices and classrooms and said, what is it that we want you to know and be able to do when you leave here? And one of the most important phrases in there is that we hope that you'll be a lifelong learner, that we hope that the classes you take here, the work with the teachers, the independent work you do, the homework, the tests, all of that lead to you being someone who never tires of learning. That is, until the day you die, you are interested in expanding your intellect. And interesting that even the most recent Taft Bulletin, the Alumni Bulletin, which is this great magazine that comes out 4 times a year, you'll notice on the cover it's called Shaping the Future, Conversations with Alumni Professors. And what was fascinating was there are so many Taft graduates who've committed to the life of the mind, and this is just a sampling of the men and women who embody exactly what we hope all of you will become, people who never stop learning. So think of that today. Think of that, really what we're doing today is celebrating the life of the mind, and each of you is part of it. Each of you has to come into class with that commitment to helping others learn and helping yourself learn. So again, it's a way to celebrate in the way we have been all semester in a way. We will start with something we've done over a number of years, and that is to offer 2 certificates of attendance for international students. And I just would point out that these are 2 students who came here knowing that they were here for just a year. And when I was the age of lower mids, I spent a year going to school in England. My father was a professor and he had a sabbatical. And I found that extraordinarily challenging. New food, new culture, new educational philosophy, new relationships to develop. It was very, very hard for me and incredibly challenging, and ultimately maybe the best thing that ever happened. That was challenging, and I was doing this in my native language, obviously. So the leap from studying in America to England was nothing like what some of the international students do, in particular those who come for just 1 year. I think it takes an amazing courage and resilience. And so I would ask Mickey Mori and Jojo Dong to come forward, and we recognize them for what they've done. Mr. Clifford says we've lost JoJo. You're on. Okay.
Can we put the slides up on the screen, please? So one new aspect of this year's Upper Mid Award ceremony, we thought we'd spend a few moments recognize some of the many teams and other groups that have participated in academic competitions, national exams, and other types of programs. And we have so many students doing these things, but in the short set of slides that follow, I just wanted to recognize some highlights, certainly not an exhaustive list, but many of the great things we've accomplished in various academic programs throughout the year. So the first one, at the initiative of the French teachers, we have started a French Honors Society program, and the students that you see listed above here, there are quite a large number of them, have all been inducted into the French Honor Society for 2017. So let's give those guys a round of applause. And if we could go to the next slide, please. In the process of applying for the Honor Society, a number of students had an excellent performance on the National French exam and earned various prizes and mentions, including a gold medal designation for both Magna Kieselinska and Macy Toppin. Next slide, please. Our science team is one of our most active academic teams, really participating in a wide variety of competitions throughout the year. So some of this year's noteworthy accomplishments, the team of Sunny An, Daniel Yi, Yejin Kim, and Portia Wang won 3rd place out of 50 schools in the Yale Physics Olympiad. That is a very prestigious program, and that is a very high accomplishment to receive a bronze medal in that competition. So that was a wonderful. In addition to our performance at the Physics Olympiad, we also finished 6th place out of 45 schools at this year's Connecticut Science Olympiad. And in the Trinity Robotics competition this year, we had 2 entries that received awards. So our Rhinobot entry received the IEEE Outstanding Connecticut Robot Award, and that was designed by Chris Pellegrini and Safak Sahin. And our entry named Jim Jr., after our team sponsor, won in the category of the best high school presentation, and that was delivered by Shasha Alvarez. Next, our math team had an amazing year overall, performing well in a wide variety of competitions. So some of the noteworthy accomplishments, we came in 1st out of 34 teams in Connecticut in the New England Math League contest. We won that on the last day. We also had an amazing 7 qualifiers for the American Invitational Mathematics Examination, and 2 of those qualifiers, Sonny and Peter, went on to further receive entrance into the USA Math Olympiad. That's a very impressive accomplishment. And then our last category, I don't know how many of you were able to go to the ISP fair just a couple of days ago. I went and I was really blown away with the depth of projects and just the wide variety of offerings that students did. Really not even receiving academic credit, purely out of interest for doing something independently and learning about a new area. There was some really great work there, and in fact there will be a prize awarded at graduation for the best senior ISP project, but we wanted to give a special recognition at the Upper Mid Award ceremony from the Independent Learning Committee for a student who did a wonderful job as an Upper Mid on their project, and that was Upper Mid Lee Sharpless for her analysis. The title of her project was an analysis of the ethics, biology, and economics of chimeric antigen receptor T cell, or CAR-T, therapy. Really a wonderful piece of work. So I actually liked that project so much that I personally invested in one of the companies that Lee found in her research. So please don't let me down. I have my own money on the line with that. Okay, we're now going to go into the individual awards, and so when I call your name after I read the description of the award, please come up and receive your award. The first award is the Michael Jewelers Citizenship Award. This is sponsored by Michael Jewelers of Waterbury, Connecticut, and this annual award goes to upper middlers who have contributed significantly through their volunteer service in the community. This year, the awards go to Stephanie Z. and Ravino Douglas. the Roland G. Osterweiss Class of 1925 Debate Prize. Roland Osterweiss was a brilliant Taft student who went on to a distinguished career as a professor of American oratory at Yale, where, among others, he taught George W. Bush and John Kerry. The Roland G. Osterweiss Class of 25 Debate Prize is given at the discretion of the headmaster to recognize that student whose dedication, passion, and ability in debate best embodies the legacy of Roland G. Osterweiss. The award goes to Allie Anderson. The Bausch & Lomb Honorary Science Award. This award is presented by the Bausch & Lomb Company to that member of the upper middle class who has been outstanding in his or her work in science. The recipient this year is Louise Gagnon. The Brown University Award is presented to that upper middler who best combines a high degree of ability in English expression, both written and spoken, with those outstanding personal qualities which, in the words of the Brown Charter of 1764, give promise that the student will become one of the succession of men and women duly qualified for discharging the offices of life with usefulness and reputation. It is awarded to Macy Toppin. The Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute Medal is given to an upper middler for excellence in mathematics and science. This year, the award goes to Yejin Kim. The University of Rochester Award in the Humanities and Social Sciences. This award is presented to that member of the upper middle class who has been outstanding in his or her work in humanities and social sciences. The award goes to Ben Roberts.
The Fraker Family Award was founded by a wonderful family whose children came here, and Mr. Fraker was a leading diplomat and someone who was committed to the idea of global citizenship. And so the Fraker Family Award is given by the headmaster to that upper middler who has distinguished him or herself in creating a close and diverse global community, and the award goes to Ben Laufer. The University of Chicago Book Award. The University of Chicago Book Award is given to that student whose challenging coursework, intellectual engagement in and out of the classroom, ability to draw connections across disciplines, and commitment to the community mark him or her unique. The award goes to Louise Gagnon. The Dartmouth Book Prize is presented to an upper middler who has demonstrated intellectual leadership and made a positive contribution to the extracurricular life of the school. And this year's recipient is Joe Hardison. There he is.
Congratulations.
The Harvard Booker Prize is awarded to that student in the next to last year of college preparatory courses, whom the headmaster, after consultation with the faculty, shall deem most worthy by result of high scholarship and character. The award goes to Hunsu Stephen Chow. The Holy Cross College Book Award is awarded to a member of the upper middle class who has been outstanding in academic and personal accomplishment and who's shown sincere concern for others and a responsible attitude in all of his or her endeavors. And the award goes to Matt Caruso. The Princeton University Prize is awarded to a member of the upper middle class whose high honor roll standing and commitment to learning exceeds classroom requirements. This student's good character is evident in community service activities and outstanding contributions to the extracurricular life of the school. And the award goes to Magda Kieselinska. The Smith College Book Award is presented to an outstanding upper middler who exemplifies the academic achievement, leadership qualities, and concern for others that characterize the thousands of women who have graduated from Smith College. This year, the award is presented to Lee Sharpless. And the University of Virginia Jefferson Book Award. The Jefferson Book Award program was established to recognize outstanding high school students during their upper middle year. The award is presented by the school's committee representative to the upper middler, whom the high school faculty consider the best to represent the Jeffersonian ideals of scholarship, leadership, and citizenship, and the award goes to Peter Horn. So I guess I will close where I began. I began with the idea that we have something really special at this place in which we celebrate and take pride in each other, and the act of doing so elevates all of us. It's hard to do. Not every school, I think, can do that. And I close as well with the idea that as a faculty, we work really hard and intentionally and passionately with the hope that each of you will graduate one day looking like that portrait of the graduate, in particular to someone who is going to love learning for the rest of your life. And so it's with the hope that we do that, and also with the hope that you finish up strong in the next 10 days. I congratulate all of you, and we are adjourned. Thank you.